Right then, so obviously a lot of stuff we talked about, you said your grip was wrong. I don't think your grip was certainly massively out. Grip pressure was an issue in terms of gripping it tight, but that's most people do that. So I think part of the issue you had was you were trying to keep your left arm straight or trying to lock out your left arm, because that's something you think you've probably seen on video where your left arm's bending, okay? But if we watch this swing on here now, as you went back there, there's a little bit of hinge in your left arm, but you can see your right arm, actually, when you look at it behind there, is actually in a sort of 90-degree hinge, which your left arm on the way through is going to be. Yeah. Trying to keep it straight now is going to keep your left arm coming through quite awkward. You can see what we're trying to really achieve, and we'll show more on the right-hand one now. That L position here, we want to mirror that, no pun intended from the BBC, on the following side as you come through. But you can see as you hear it come to the golf ball now, how both arms start, I mean, your left arm just disappearing around here somewhere, because it has to bend in that way, because if your left arm was to stay straight here, your poor right hand's not going to be able to keep up, No. So your body has to rotate, your head's got to come through. You can see now, because you're trying to keep your head down, the body weight up on your tippy toe here now, you're kind of throwing yourself backwards, because you're not counteracting the force or the energy the club is creating. You're just trying to keep still and keep your arms straight. And as a result of that, then you're kind of getting flung around by the club. Therefore, the club is swinging you as opposed to you swinging the club. And if we look at that backswing that you had here now, I wouldn't say your left arm is massively bending, but not saying anything about, I think just by loosening your grips, enabling you to turn a bit more, I would say your left arm there is a bit straighter. Now, I'm not worried about your backswing left arm, okay, because I don't really worry about being too much of a hinge there, because you haven't got much of a hinge there, okay? Both positions there are pretty good, but that one I would say is just slightly better. Okay. But just by being looser, you're able to move more. Your chest is getting a bit more rotation. Now, as we said, through the ball before, that was your left arm all kind of tucked into your body. As we come back here now, that's your left arm. So actually, we can see your left elbow and left sort of forearm there. Is that perfect? It's not quite there, but this is certainly more extended. At this point here now, we'd expect the club to be a bit more up this way, okay? The follow through now, though, is a lot fuller, and you can get the golf club round here, whereas this one here now, your arms are kind of a bit short and stuck. There's not much movement off this back foot. So all the things on this left-hand video now that we're looking at is you trying your absolute damnedest to swing it non-right. Okay. Hit off the back foot, swing it left, keep the arms straight, as you said, but it's not going to help that, but that's something you're trying to do, and just do anything you can to send the golf ball in that direction, to left to target. The problem was it caused the ball to curve a long way left to right. Had you changed your grip and kept everything the same, it'd be going over there somewhere miles left. So I think for me, it's not necessarily the better way of doing it. A, because you've got a lot more golf ahead of you. So rather than create maybe a slightly stronger grip than we need, ruin your short game. Yes, it might straighten up the shots a little bit, but it's not going to improve you long term. It's going to be sort of capping you at where you want to get to. I think, okay, we'll stick with what you feel comfortable from a grip perspective. Just grip pressure will get looser. And then you to just practice and learn that kind of how your arm works and effectively swings, so you can still maintain that good quality short game. Okay. You can maintain a bit more control of that golf club. So as we come through, we want to see effectively, if that's kind of your L position on the way back here, we want a sort of similar kind of vision on the way through as you've unhinged the arms going through. Okay. So if you just did that at home, just swing to L kind of thing, again, in front of a mirror or reflection, say just back and through. Just get that motion. And if you do it nice and relaxed, allow your head to come through, allow your body and your ankles and your movements to happen, you should be able to do that continually. And you're not going fast, but continually for like a minute or two without being knackered. But if you're gripping tight, trying to keep limbs and joints stiff, and do that after about 30 seconds, you'd be like, it'd start getting a bit painful if you're not careful. So that for me is going to be the best thing from a practice perspective at home. Then when you go to the range, I would try to encourage every swing to have
that fluke.
Exactly, I think it was a couple of times you sort of pointed out and you went, where you do your almost, again, it's a learned rehearsal you do, but it's still going into that old left-hand swing, okay? So the more you can encourage that on the golf course, the better of getting that new movement. Ultimately, when you play on the golf course, and even when you're in golf balls, you aim at your target, which for you I say is going to be probably 5-10 yards left of where you want the ball to go. That's not 5-10 yards left of the flag. On a hole where there's trouble, right, that could be 20 yards left of the flag, because you're trying to go 10 yards left of it. If there's trouble left of the flag, you're probably aiming at the flag because your target's 5-10 yards right of the flag. But you're setting up for a straightish shot with a bit of left to right and hitting it there. Not going, oh God, I don't want to go right and trying to swing it left to blooming whatever, okay? that make sense?
Yeah,
So I think looser grip's definitely going to help, but that's showing that your backswing's got better. But getting a sort of position here now as you come through, it's certainly a better movement there. I mean, there's much more width there compared to what you had. I mean, it's all like tucked up, and that looks like you're trying to lift a heavy golf club, which usually is a sign you're gripping on too tight. The tighter you grip something, the heavier that club's going to get. We can get that kind of swish.
It's like I knew this was going to be a problem from the get-go.
But I wouldn't say it's a massive grip position issue. Which is the good thing. I mean, when you start changing the grip around, and you can just grab a club how you feel comfortable, then go. Just release the pressure. Again, I always say, imagine when you're holding the golf club at the start there, imagine your thumbs here. That's your phone on top of the screen there, You wouldn't be pushing through, otherwise you have a new phone screen. So, okay, mate.
Brilliant.
Good stuff. Right, so a couple more then, see if we can get that green then, okay?